Laura Fraser was young and she was pretty, and she was murdered in her own home by an intruder.
We will be interviewing internally for the chief super job. You should be confident.
Really?
You said you'd let me run high water. Do you mean that?
Yes. Crime doesn't go away, it just needs to be controlled. Serbian mafia. What's Latif doing with them?
Buying guns.
I want to hear in safe accommodation before Latif gets back.
Is this it? I'm not moving my son in there.
We had to move you fast.
He's safe, that's what counts.
I think you ought to know the Laura Fraser cold case is still open.
You're lying. Why are you lying to me? I'm not. You're Walker coming after me, aren't you?
Five all through the window. I fished them all.
How did he find her? He kept it so tight.
Oh, somebody talked, didn't they? Okay, so DS Bevan and DI Morris are going to take you to your new accommodation. Make sure you're safe, all right?
And where is this new place?
Well, we better not discuss that now. We don't want Latif to be informed again.
Excuse me, are you saying I informed Latif? I never talked to Latif. I want him sent down.
What were you doing here, anyway?
You rang me, you said Zara was on her own, that I should come over.
Well, I didn't know you even knew Zahira. Don't make this any worse for yourself by lying.
I came to your house. We discussed it. What? I told you about the cold case. I helped you.
Cream, I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about. George, sort that out.
Zara, you've got to believe me. I didn't do this. She set this up. This is ridiculous. Bancroft told me to come over. Zara.
Okay, stay with it.
Zara.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That's it.
All right.
Who is it?
It's Anya.
I come from high water. Latif and I, we went out for a bit. He, reckoned he owned me. When I got into college, he flipped. I never went home.
When you were vetted by the police, didn't you tell them about that or what?
They'd never have given me the job if I had.
That's not true. Did Bancroft know about the high water connection?
Yeah. I told her.
She set you up
Why would she do that?
because she killed Laura Fraser. She almost admitted it last night. She murders Laura, and she sets it up to look like a burglary.
What's the motive?
Jealousy. She's in love with Tim Fraser. She makes sure she's the first copper on the scene, so they put her on the case. And then she tampers with evidence. And then she feeds Haverstock's prejudice. She gets the case closed down.
So do you think she firebombs Zahira to drop me in it.
Won't put it past her. Won't put anything past her.
Reed could have died, so could Zahira. We can't let her get away with it.
I know.
Zahira Kamara, all right?
She's nervous. Donnie, she's furious. If he hated his brother before, well, now...
What's the case against Anya Karim?
She was the only person, apart from myself, George Morris, and Andy Bevan, who knew where Zahira was.
Suspend her.
I already have, pending investigation. Sir, I need to step up protection for Zahira. I need a female DS on this.
I'll take whoever you want.
I'll have Catherine Stevens.
No. You've been trying to take off my cold cases from the start.
Why would Elizabeth do that?
Stevens is investigating a case that Elizabeth was on, which was mismanaged.
How long ago was this?
27 years.
What was your role?
WPC seconded to the case.
Well, whatever went wrong, it's hardly at Elizabeth's door. You need to get this in perspective. We've got an arms shipment coming through. Significant arrests to be made. This is the biggest op this station has run in years. It's my priority. Take Catherine Stevens. And Cliff, wind up the cold cases. You've got nowhere with them.
Thanks.
My office.
Please, Gov, I can't work under Bancroft.
It's not my call. She asked for you and the boss agreed.
Why does she want me?
She needs a woman. Anyway, Zahira's pulled the plug on the cold cases, so there's nothing else for you to do.
She wanted him closed all along. Gov, she attacked me last night.
What?
I think she killed Laura Fraser. It was Bancroft who was shagging Tim.
She knew him?
She knew them both. I saw their wedding video. She's on it.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Because she asked me not to, and I believed her.
Catherine, you're all over the place on this. First you think it's Tim Fraser, now it's Bancroft. I mean, have you got any hard evidence?
Not at the moment, I don't, but...
Well, then you're not going to get anywhere, are you?
It was you that wanted me to carry on with the Fraser case, Gov. You wanted something on her.
Corruption, maybe. Negligence. Not murder. You're accusing a senior police officer. Have you any idea what that could mean for your career? She's popular. She's loved.
She's a murderer.
You're putting me in a very difficult position, even voicing these allegations.
We have to do something, Gov.
You're under stress. I'm going to make an appointment for you to see the chief medical officer. And if you value your job, you won't repeat what you just told me to anybody. Well, you found it all right, then?
Yeah. I've not been here before.
Laura worked here. They said they weren't hiring. Well, she tells them she'll get the customers to drink twice the amount. And I like the cheek of her. Give her a job.
Did she? Get them drinking twice the amount.
No doubt. She'd talk anyone into anything. What are you drinking?
I've got some bad news, Len. I'm off Laura's case.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Why?
A reorganisation at work.
So who's on it then?
Nobody. All the cold cases have been closed.
No, they can't do
Yes,
that.
they can. Limited resources.
I'm never gonna know. I'm gonna die not knowing.
Len, listen. Although we're not meant to, we're still working Laura's case. My colleague is looking through the forensics in her spare time.
Why would she?
I really appreciate this. Because we both want to bring whoever did this to justice.
Yeah, right. You know who did it? Well, you've got an idea, haven't you?
That's it. Not till we have proper evidence.
I was going crazy, running through it all in my head. And then I thought the fibre tapes that were with forensics, they were adjacent to the bite marks. They might contain some LTD.
What's LTD?
Low template DNA. So I took the fibre tapes to my old professor at the university. Low templates of specialisation. We raised a profile. It's not complete, but it's clear enough. All we need now is Bancroft's DNA, see if it matches this.
Yeah, but how are we going to get that? Do you want to let us anywhere near her?
Getting a profile from someone who shares the genetic markers could do. A relative who we, or you, have access to.
What qualities do you think you have that would make you right for this role?
I've got all the obvious ones. I'm strong managerially. I'm a visible leader. But I hope and I believe that I could bring more than those skills to this job. The public have lost faith in the police. They think we hide behind our desks, ticking boxes. I'd get out there, make a difference. I bring people to justice who need to be brought to justice. I prioritize victims, root out perpetrators, reward where it's due, punish where it's required. I'd get results.
Good luck, Gov.
Don't have a rat in hell's chance. You feeling better? Everything back in perspective?
If you mean, do I retract what I told you, then no, I don't.
They're ready for you. How are you?
Never better. I will bring you down.
I heard you'd been referred to the medical officer. Poor Catherine.
Joe. Joe. You're not answering my calls.
Yeah, well, we as good as split. So there's nothing to talk about.
No, we didn't. I was just distracted that night.
You're always distracted. I don't want to be with someone who puts the job before me. You're just like my mum.
I am nothing like your mother.
Look, you think that you can get your own way about everything and that I won't mind. Well, I do. Can you go, Catherine? What's happened?
I've messed everything up. And, I think the worst thing that I've done is I've lost you. I'm so sorry, Joe.
Keep it
down, you wait all
You keep it down. You're the one that's yelling.
My mum's home. Shall we go to yours?
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
You should stay over. It's about time Mum got used to people staying.
No, I'm actually thinking about moving out. I mean, Mum doesn't want me to, but I think I should. What do you think? You going?
Yeah. But I'll give you a call, yeah? Bye. Don't come between me and my son.
Is that what Laura did? Did she come between you and Tim?
Oh, stay and have breakfast with me. I've got a big day today.
Oh, I can't, Mum.
Well, your shift doesn't start till 11.
Well, I'm having breakfast with a friend.
Catherine Stevens.
Look, I know what you're going to say, but we're back together, okay?
You know, the only reason that she is still seeing you is because I pulled her off her precious cold cases. You do know that, don't you? She's just trying to hurt me through you.
Why does everything always have to be about you?
Please, Joe, just stop seeing her, okay? You are in something here you don't
Do you have
understand.
any idea how paranoid you sound? It's the same every time I get a
No,
girlfriend.
no, this time it's different.
No, it isn't.
Joe, please, love, let's not argue. Okay, everybody. Final briefing for the Kamara op. A vehicle containing smuggled guns is coming into Hull at 1500 hours today. Our intention is to follow said vehicle, seize the firearms, and arrest all the suspects involved, including Atif Kamara. I shall be Silver Commander. Thank you.
Go well with this.
No, I don't carry a gun.
Let's go. Go.
Taser.
Catherine, you're going to be my logist. Stay with me throughout the entire op, record all my decisions. You up for that?
Of course.
You do this well, and we'll draw a line under previous misunderstandings.
Hello?
Joe's DNA matches the saliva on the fiber tapes. You've got enough to question Bancroft. You have to tell Walker.
Okay.
From Silver, do we have a visual on the target vehicle?
This is Golf 99. Yes, we have a visual.
Golf 99 has the eye. All units hold back, hold back.
Golf 99, we're on the move. Golf 99, approaching rendezvous.
From Silver, all units, remember the briefing, keep control. Keep your distance, they're going to be jumpy.
Golf 99, stand by, stand by. Subject vehicle approaching roundabout. Subject vehicle indicating west, west,
West, onto the Mike 62. Mike 62.
From Silver, aerial maintain visual of target vehicle.
Copy, Silver, maintaining visual. Subject vehicle is indicating. Approaching a slip.
Signposted.
Alpha 556.
Surveillance 1, hold back, hold back.
We'll follow the subject vehicle.
Golf 99 pulling back.
Silver has the eyes.
Right, have we any idea where they might be heading?
It's hard to tell.
Right, yeah, we've been following the fan on the M62 heading west. They've just turned off on the A556. Where could they be going?
I don't know road numbers.
Okay, we're on the Chester Road. There's wind turbines ahead. Come on, think Darnish, come on.
There's a farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
We used it a couple of years back in Southton Road.
Is it Brook Hill Farm?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, stay standing by. All units stand by, stand by.
The destination could be a farmhouse at a Brook Hill farm.
All units, hold back, hold back. Do not follow down the track.
Do not follow down that track.
Okay, Stuart, go and sort out a unit.
Move out! Move out! Get down! Move out! Move out! Move! Let's go!
Trigger clear.
They've got spotters on bikes, half a mile ahead, coming your way.
Unload him.
All good?
All good.
Visuals on these. Where's Kamara? Where is he? Find me Kamara. Come on, he's got to be. Right, where's the tooth? Oh, Jesus, get fucking rid of him.
Danny Shatish's not here. Where could he be? Right, okay, stand by.
Scene's secure.
Right, Kamara's not here. I need you to search the buildings and the whole perimeter. Catherine, that's enough on the weapons. Take the van from a distance now, and I want the whole layout of the barn, all of it, all right?
Yeah. He's got to be here. Stuart, stand by. Any sightings of Kamara?
Negative, go.
Yeah, any sightings, let me know.
No sign of Kamara, go. All clear from the north perimeter, go.
What happened?
Firearms fucked up. Van wasn't secure.
The gov hears shots, finds the door to the safe room, runs in. Stevens is lying on the floor.
A police officer is critically ill tonight after being gunned down in a police raid where 36 firearms were seized.
She put Catherine in harm's way. She knew a thief was hiding in there.
Look, be careful what you're saying. You can't prove any of it.
She murdered Laura Fraser, and now Catherine. And if you'd listened to her, this would never have happened.
What Catherine told me didn't make any sense. Plus, you'd been suspended, which didn't help, and there was no evidence. What did you expect me to do?
I have evidence now. A DNA match between Laura Fraser's body and Bancroft's son's semen.
Elizabeth.
She's out of theatre.
Is she conscious?
Well, they've put her in an induced coma. It's impossible to tell the extent of the damage. Sir, I am calling to tender my resignation.
Look, if there is blame, it lies with firearms. They gave the all clear on the barn. An IPCC will need to see you, and you will need to write a statement.
I've already done that.
Look, Elizabeth, I will not accept your resignation, understand? But I am going to take you off mobs until this whole thing's wound up. Press are organising a conference for tomorrow, but there's no need for you to show up.
No, I'll be there. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Boss, I need a word.
We seized firearms, believed to be imported for distribution amongst organised crime networks. During the operation, one man suffered a fatal heart attack. A police officer was also shot. And that officer remains in a critical condition. Thank you.
Oh, where's the officer?
Faster making.
What's this all about?
No idea. Sorry, Guff.
Oh, I presume this was IPCC.
No, this isn't about yesterday's op. I've just got to ask you a couple of questions about the Laura Fraser case.
Well, I've told Stevens everything I know 10 times over.
Just got to go through it once again before the file goes back in the stack. Should we just get it over and done with? It really shouldn't take long. Right. 11:05, interview with Detective Superintendent Bancroft.
Hang on a minute, are you recording this?
You know the procedure, I've got to.
Fine. Ask whatever you like.
Right. Laura Fraser's husband, Tim Fraser. You knew him, yeah? Stevens told me there's a wedding video.
We went to university together, yes.
Good friends?
I suppose, yeah.
Wasn't that a conflict of interest? I mean, you're on the investigation team for his wife's murder, and you know him.
Charlie Haverstock thought it would be beneficial. We didn't have family liaison back then, and I was assigned to look after him.
Cozy.
I kept him informed on the case, that's all.
Were you in a relationship with him before he married Laura?
All right, what's this got to do with anything?
I'm just trying to establish the facts.
Well, I suppose that depends on what you define as a relationship.
Were you having sex with him?
No.
So it didn't bother you when he married Laura?
I was going out with my ex, Brian, by then. Why would it bother me?
And you and Laura became friends?
We met a few times, we went bowling.
No, you didn't like her.
I didn't have an opinion.
Did you ever visit them at their home?
I don't remember.
But you knew where they lived?
Yeah, I presume so, I'm not sure.
So, on the day of the murder, when you were first on the scene, was it a surprise that the woman who'd been bitten and stabbed 18 times was the wife of your old friend?
I went to the address. It was familiar, but I hadn't worked it out. When I saw Laura, it was a huge shock.
Are you sure it was her? I mean, someone can look quite different when they're covered in blood.
She was lying on her back. I could tell it was Laura.
And what did you do then?
I called for backup. Went outside and I waited.
You didn't go near the body?
No, of course not. Even then, we were aware of crime scene contamination.
So why is your DNA a match to a DNA profile taken from Laura's body?
How did you obtain my DNA?
This is low template DNA taken from the fiber tapes close to the bite. And this is your son Joe's DNA. Now, as he wasn't alive in 1990, it can't have been him taking chunks out of Laura Fraser. But you have a motive. You didn't want her coming between you and Tim Fraser. You knew where she lived, and you knew how to cover it up to make it look like a burglary. It all fits, doesn't it? You're a great police officer, and you've done a lot of good. I mean, have you been atoning all these years? I mean, what was it? Self-defense? Did she come at you? Tell me what happened. You must want to. 27 years. That's a long time to carry a secret.
I've kept quiet about all this because I didn't think that it would benefit anyone to know. But as you've made it your business to dig into my past, familial DNA doesn't just create a link between mother and son, but also father and son.
What's Brian got to do with it?
Brian's not Joe's father. Tim Fraser is. Tim was all over Laura's body that day. He broke the crime scene seal. He lifted her up. It's Tim Fraser's DNA you have on your fiber tape. He and I had a brief relationship after Laura died. I slept with a man who needed comforting, that is all.
We could clear this all up by you offering your DNA.
I have just arrested 8 men and seized 3 dozen guns, and you are giving me this bullshit! Jesus Christ, Cliff! You used to be such a good police officer. What the fuck has happened to you?
This stops now. All I've heard is insinuation.
I'm sorry, Gov, I don't want any of this getting out further. Joe does not know the truth about his father. This is gonna hurt him.
This is a purposeful campaign to destroy a fellow colleague, and I will not have it.
The least we can do is take her DNA.
I do not want to hear another word about this cold case. Put all of this back where it belongs, in the bloody deep freeze.
Are you Joe?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Catherine's. Do you want to know why she's here?
Joe? Have you been to the hospital? How is she?
Why didn't you tell me that Tim Fraser's my father? He was here. I spoke to him. Does he have any idea that I'm his son?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who told you
Is
that?
it true?
Walker, bastard.
Were you ever going to tell me?
I was waiting for the right moment.
Tim's wife, Laura, she said that you...
Who said? Who are you talking to?
You were jealous of Laura.
No, listen to me. No, listen. Everything you've been told, it's not true. Walker wants the DCS job. He's just been spreading rumors.
No, it wasn't just her that died that night because the forensic woman said that she was pregnant.
You've been talking to Anya Karim, haven't
So
you?
you got Tim back and then you got a child. Me, what, am I the result of some sick revenge thing?
Good God, no. How can you even think that?
I know what you're like.
Listen, everything you've been told is a lie, okay? Anya Karim has been suspended. She is a bitter, bitter person. Look, you're exhausted. You need to sleep.
No.
Joe. Joe. Joe! You have to believe me. It's all lies.
Catherine was the one investigating the case. She was the person who linked it to you. She had no reason to lie. She came after you, and now she's lying half dead in the hospital.
No, Joe, listen to me. Everything I have done for you.
I'm going to London to see Tim Fraser. He needs to know I'm his son. I won't be back.
No, Joe, no! Joe, please, you don't. I can't lose you.
What's the matter?
Please.
I'm pregnant.
Get rid of it.
Look what you made me do.
But you said you didn't love
I
him.
said lots of things.
Look, if you want the baby, that's fine, but come with me. Stay with me.
Don't be stupid. I mean it, Elizabeth. You've got to go.
But you can't just live a lie, Laura.
You don't get it, do you? Everything we've done this summer, it wasn't real. It was a game.
A game?
Tim's best friend, the jealous cop. Can I turn her? Make her mine? I made a bet with myself. I won.
Please don't say that. Please just take it back. Take it back.
Why should I? You're fucking naive.
That's not true.
I'm having this baby and I'm staying with Tim. I don't want you coming anywhere near us or our child. You do. I'll tell your copper mates Liz Bancroft's a dyke. Liz Bancroft's a dyke.
I am not. It was just you. I loved you.
You come across as so honest, but it's been easy to have you. You're pathetic. First it was Tim, now me. Well, neither of us want you, okay? Leave us alone.
Maybe some daffodils on. Laura's favourite.
Ben Dorman. Elizabeth Bancroft.
You were on the investigation.
Yes.
The only copper that bothered. Apart from this one.
Catherine's a fine police officer. I know she was sorry that she couldn't solve Laura's case.
She had a lead. She knows who did it.
Really?
We just have to pray she gets better.
Uncuff him and give me 5 minutes, will you, Andy? It's not been made public, but I've been promoted. When the IPCC have cleared all this and I go back to work, I should be Detective Chief Superintendent.
Congratulations. How does it feel?
Good. How does it feel to be head of your family?
Should feel shit about it. I told you what Atif was hiding.
And that's our secret. So you're up in court in 2 weeks. We'll make the judge aware of your service to the police. You should be out in 6 months. And then high waters are yours.
I might want to expand.
As long as we discuss it first. Any decisions have to be mutually beneficial.